I'm the Peanut Butter Ninja. You're the Jam Squad. This is Monster Hunter World, and you're looking at Ruiner Nerigante, and you can see that he's weak against damage and blast. So I'm going into this with a hammer that does blast damage, and I love hitting on him with it. So this is an event going on, and it's going to last till I believe August 6th, something like that. And this is by far the best event you want to do, because this event will give you the much coveted Great Spirit Vein gem, which you need to upgrade all your Rarity 12 weapons and armor. And you could never have too many of these gems. Other than this event, the only way to get one is by playing the Guiding Lands and fighting against, I believe, level 3 tempered monsters. And if you're lucky, you may get one per hour if you're lucky. Well, Capcom heard the cries. They delivered this event. So you can get at least one of these Great Spirit Vein gems in this event. I have gotten two. I don't know if you can get more than two, but I have gotten two, so it is possible. So when you fight the Ruiner Nerigante, there are three things that he does. One, he can make you bleed, so having bleed resistance is a good idea. Number two, he just does blunt trauma to you by headbutting you or jumping on top of you, so just brute force. And number three, he roars. When he roars, he just stops you in your tracks, kind of like stuns you. So those are the three things that he does. Now, I have protection against bleeding, and I have some defense good enough to handle his brute force for the most part. I don't have any roar protection, so he can yell and kind of stun me, but it doesn't cause me too many problems, so it's alright. But if you don't have bleeding protection equipped, then you need to have Astera Jerky, and you can only carry 5 at a time, so he can make you bleed a lot. So you may have to far cast back to camp and get more Astera Jerky. But having bleed protection is just the best way to go, because he will do it a lot. So this monster, it depends who you're playing with. If you're playing with good people, it's no problem at all. It's pretty easy. If you're playing with people that are new or maybe not so good, then it can be a hassle. So really it depends on who you're playing with. But you want to break the monster's body parts as always. And as always, the best things to use to break monster parts are hammers, great swords, and bowguns. Now, whenever hitting a monster, as always, you want to soften the hide, which you want to clutch claw the body part, and then you want to soften the hide by clutch clawing it. And you'll do way more damage that way. So if you just walk up to a monster and hit him, his hide is strong. Basically, it's like armor, and you're only going to do so much damage. But if you go up to that body part and you clutch claw on it and you weaken it, soften it, you're going to do way more damage. So it really, really, really would make a lot of sense to keep the body parts that you're trying to hit softened. Now, some monsters are easier to soften than others, so it just depends who you're fighting. But Nerigante, it feels so good hitting him and beating on him. He deserves it. But this is the Ruiner Nerigante, the upgraded version of the regular Nerigante. So he is a fierce monster, but like I said, once you become, a pretty decent player and you're playing with other people that are pretty good, this isn't a problem. So, but we're just beating on him and having some fun. So, and I'm going to be grinding on this event because I need great Spirit Vein gems and you can never have too many of them, so I'm going to be grinding on this. The armor I'm wearing, that's layered armor. So the real armor I'm wearing is underneath it. This is layered armor, the new layered armor that you get from the event going on. So I like it, very colorful, very cool, very Caribbean type feel to it. So I really like it. So I'm just pounding away on his head. Feels really good. And so, yeah, that's really all you can say about this monster is make you bleed, cause you to brute force, and make you kind of stunned with his roaring. But there is protection for everything in this game, so every monster has a weakness to different things. Every monster can do different things. So it's all about getting the armor and weapons that go against that monster. And so when you're playing the game, you pick up monster tracks, you fight the monster, and you'll gain knowledge about that monster. So then you'll learn what is the best armor to use, what are the best weapons to use. So you'll just learn everything you need to know to make your fight a lot better for you. So yeah, that's it. So that's the Ruiner Nerigante, and this is the event you want to do. But it's time to jam out.